Video number 6, ENGINE9000 Debugger. Today we're going to basically talk about getting ready for a first alpha release. The UI, this grew out of a Neo Geo hack, so I had a lot of UI stuff that wasn't really ever planned, so this release has been about trying to make it a bit more usable for people other than me. The first thing that we can look at is all the auxiliary windows now are not real windows, but that just means that we can not worry about focus and stuff on different platforms. So this previously didn't really work on Windows, now it works good. There is a couple of new little features in here, showing some DMA stats and some glitter stats. Silence maximum velocity, look at that glitter line visualization. You can see, even though it's drawing lines, it's writing words, which my glitter viz tracks. Anyway, that's kind of fun. You can see different, different DMA loads when different effects are happening. We can also see here, I've put in some stats where we can sort of see what the glitter bandwidth is, the number of blitz per screen. Once again, which is kind of fun. I find this kind of mesmerizing to look at. So some of the other stuff that I've fixed previously, I had a whole bunch of hotkeys that were super confusing and really based on the Neo Geo version where we didn't really need to worry about a keyboard, but on the Amiga, having a P hotkey that you hit and pauses the debugger when you try and type something on Workbench is kind of confusing. So I fixed all those hotkeys, so now they, two things I fixed. Firstly, you can remap every hotkey to whatever you want, but also the defaults are no more single key defaults, so it shouldn't be too surprising when people try to use it. Secondly, we've got recent lists now to make it a bit easier, and also you can switch media without doing a restart. If I was on Guardian Dragon Disc 1 and when it gets to Disc 2, I can just basically go into settings for now and just select the second disc and off we go. We probably need a proper media switcher at some point, but for now that's all good. A ton of just UI fixes as well. Keyboard navigation, we've got scroll bars now. We didn't used to have scroll bars. You can see here in the assembly view where it doesn't really make sense to have a scroll bar. We've got, because we don't know, how big it is, we've got just little devices if you don't have like a track wheel or something, so you can still navigate around. Although those scroll bars will work in C mode if we've got, if we know how big it is, we've got scroll bars, and if we search for something in here, we can see visually where we are on the file as well as being able to scroll. Obviously the trackpad or mouse wheels and stuff still work. So the other thing is I've added some stuff to the core options, which is kind of like synthetic core options for now. Mainly the ability to map keys to the different controllers and the all-important mouse capture if you want to use Workbench and want to capture your mouse. If you capture the mouse, it's the standard kind of control option to get rid of it. The other thing, the defaults, F12 used to be full screen, but I kind of made them more in line with Amiga standard, so F12 is now your settings screen, and that will come up anywhere even in full screen. So I'm looking at putting out the first binary release soon, which will be Windows. It's gonna be not a signed release, so Windows 11 is going to do everything it can to try and get you to not run it. Probably Chrome will tell you that the download is suspicious because no one downloads it either. So You know, you're going to have to be pretty dedicated if you want to give it a try. Otherwise, build it yourself, I guess. But yeah, I don't have the ability to sign a Windows binary. I currently build them on the Mac. So I guess we'll see how people go. Anyway, well, if you do actually give it a try and find any problems, let me know either on GitHub or messages here or EAV, whatever. I'll try and fix them up. But yep, here we go. First release.